day before yesterday, we were old enough to see and experience the world, yet too young to dream. Yesterday, we dared to envision a life away from the familiar comforts of family, embarking on our collegiate journey. This morning, surrounded by loving family, friends, faculty, and staff, we are one step closer to the dream of freedom. We are traveling down Time's road. Time steals, yet always leaves something very valuable in its place: experience. Our long journey in college has been perhaps an uneven fusion of late-night study sessions, midnight breakfast, UNCG parking services, organization meetings, falling in love and mending broken hearts, enduring tests, struggles, trials, tribulations, and finding solitude and peace. Life is all about timing, where the unreachable becomes reachable, the unavailable become available, the unattainable attainable. Someone once told me that our generation, Generation Y, creates jobs. The top 10 in-demand jobs in 2010 did not exist in 2004. Had I entered college in 2003, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter would not have existed, and WordPress would have been brand new. All of these founders were under the age of 30. We have the power to make this generation the best one yet. We've toppled governments, won presidential elections, started revolutions, created successful ventures, and walked hundreds and thousands of miles for what we believed in. We are changing the face of what it means to be young. We could not have come at a better time. However, today's society expects us to incorporate into corporate America with smiles on our faces, climb a ladder to work for the gold watch, and trade our 20s for jobs we may not care too much about. By the age of 32, the average millennial will have had 9 jobs. In a time where a degree may not necessarily get us the job that we want, and the economy we face won't support the 1.5 million students that graduate annually, how can we travel down Time's road effectively? Well, during my time here at UNCG, I've taken note of a few ingredients needed to create what Charlie Sheen would call a winning recipe. Master the art of the back door. If I haven't learned anything else during my time here at UNCG, I've learned how to master the art of the back door. That is knowing when, where, and how to approach a bleak situation by using techniques that, when used correctly, can yield desirable results. Brick walls will always be there. They let us prove how badly we want something, and yet it's the very same thing that stops the people that don't want it bad enough. When someone tells you no, 99.9% of the time, there's another way. Don't give up. All that most of us have to lose is our ego. Expect the unexpected. You know, life is like driving a car at night. Headlights can illuminate up to 200 feet, and that's it. And even though you can only see as far as those headlights, you know that they're all you need to get where you're going. If you don't know exactly what you want to do or where you want to go, get started. Drive those first 200 feet. We often believe that we have to know the destination in order to drive the first mile. If you move confidently and dynamically in the direction of your dreams and discover how awesome it is to live a life that you've imagined, you will meet unexpected success. Throughout the years, I've learned that all tragedies can become triumphs if you let them. Remain a humble student. Humility isn't about bowing your head or acting feverishly shy in light of your accomplishments. It's about being coachable and teachable. Be a student of everything, even if you're an expert at what you do. People who get the most out of life never take knowledge or perspective for granted. They learn from each and every person and take the best of that person with them. To become great, you have to stand with the people, not above them. Even though some of us won't be returning under the auspices of students once we leave here, never stop learning. Once you do, You stop making history and you become it. Traveling down Time's Road will beat you down, that's for sure. But by the end of the road, you can assume one thing. You will be a bigger, badder, and better person than you've ever imagined. You will have a closet full of beat-up clothes and run-down shoes. Why? Because you gave life your all and decided that time wasn't going to steal anything from you without leaving something in return. Time's road is most effectively traveled by dreamers and positive thinkers. We all have dreams and aspirations, and the difference between those who reach them and those who don't is the unyielding determination to be their very best. If you operate at your best, the very best opportunities will operate for you. A dear friend of mine once posted on his Facebook status that the beauty of endings is that they lead to new, more fruitful beginnings. Find strength in the unknown, persevere in defeat, and keep the conversation positive. I know that one of the questions going through everyone's minds in varying degrees is what's next? Be comforted in knowing that there is no right or wrong path to get where you're going. It's all relevant. As we leave here today with our shoestrings tied and we think about how much traveling we have left to do, remember that if we can use these few ingredients to shape our success, we will do big things. Do your best, be your best, live fully and purposefully, and may God continue to bless your every step. Congratulations.